Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NFC squad threatens to steal Micah Parsons from Cowboys. There aren't many teams in the NFL that wouldn't take a run at Dallas Cowboys Pro Bowl pass rusher Micah Parsons if they got the chance, and a handful might this offseason. Parsons is entering the fifth-year team option on his rookie contract worth $24 million. However, he is also seeking a contract extension that should make him among the top-paid players at his position across the league. Spotrac projects Parsons' market value at $30 million annually over a new 3-year contract, which could prove challenging for Dallas to muster after all the money the team spent last offseason to retain quarterback Dak Prescott and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. Other franchises with more salary cap space could elbow their way into the conversation for Parsons if he decides he isn't interested in signing whatever extension Dallas decides to offer. In that scenario, the Cowboys could be forced to entertain a trade so as to get value back for Parsons rather than watch him walk away for nothing in 2026 or 2027 if Dallas decides to use the franchise tag to lock Parsons up for another year. Of $70 million currently. They are also in serious need of another quality pass rusher to start alongside Montez Sweat and have the draft capital at their disposal to make the Cowboys a real offer for Parsons. If the Cowboys were to make Micah Parsons available, then the Bears should be among the first in line to make an offer, Bleacher Report's NFL scouting department wrote on Monday, February 3. They have the cap space and resources to make a deal happen with an extension for the superstar. Cowboys predicted to replace QB with reliable new option. The Dallas Cowboys are heading into the offseason with a totally new look, and new head coach Brian Schottenheimer will likely shake things up a lot before the first snap of the new season. Going into the 2025-26 season, Dallas has their franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott. Unfortunately, Prescott spent much of the past season out with an injury, but he's expected to be back and raring to go coming September. However, Prescott's backup quarterback is in question. New Dallas Cowboys QB could be familiar with Brian Schottenheimer. In a January 28 feature for CBS Sports, NFL expert and analyst Cody Benjamin suggests a handful of major quarterback trades for the offseason. These moves would be in addition to teams scooping up quarterbacks during the 2025 NFL Draft, and since that class isn't very strong, it's not wild to think that a lot of veteran quarterbacks will be in demand during the offseason. Several high-profile starters are on track to become free agents in March, and a number of others could also be available via trade, Benjamin states in the feature, adding that his feature puts 17 quarterbacks with new teams. As for the Cowboys, Benjamin sends C.J. Beathard of the Jacksonville Jags to the Cowboys. Mac Jones is better positioned to stick with the Jacksonville Jaguars as a backup for Trevor Lawrence, he stated. Which means Beathard could reunite with Brian Schottenheimer as Dak Prescott's new number 2. Schottenheimer coached Beathard in 2021 when he was the Jaguars' passing game coordinator, and he also became their interim offensive coordinator. While Beathard didn't have much playing time, Schottenheimer was hands-on with the Jaguars' quarterbacks during that 2021 season, so he's familiar with Beathard. Beathard has been a consistent and reliable backup behind Lawrence, NFL writer and expert John Shipley of Sports Illustrated notes in a February 1 feature. His groin injury in camp settled a competition between him and Mac Jones for the backup job, but Beathard then rejoined the team after Lawrence sustained a shoulder injury in Week 9 and served as backup quarterback to Jones during the final third of the season. Shipley adds that it's totally foreseeable that Jacksonville could want to part with their backup quarterbacks, because the only known is that Lawrence is their main guy. With both Mac Jones and C.J. Beathard set to become free agents in March, the Jaguars are likely entering the offseason with an open mind, he stated. Cooper Rush may be a fit with the Saints. There's more quarterback talk amid the Cowboys, too. In the CBS Sports piece, Benjamin also favors Dallas backup quarterback Cooper Rush heading to the New Orleans Saints. Rush saw a lot of playing time last season, due to Prescott's injury. New Orleans' head coaching search has revolved heavily around Dallas Cowboys connections. See, Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy. He notes Dak Prescott's backup could pair with a potential rookie in the Big Easy. Kobe Skillern of Sports Illustrated agrees that Rush could go this season. Cooper Rush, an undrafted free agent, has proven himself as a reliable backup with a 9-5 record as a starter for the Cowboys, Skillern noted in a January 16 feature. Meanwhile, Trey Lance, the former number 3 overall pick, has started just one game for Dallas, which ended in a loss, leaving him with a 5-7 overall record. Cowboys could be a potential trade destination for Super Bowl MVP wide receiver. The Dallas Cowboys made some offensive changes this offseason, and the big one is getting rid of head coach Mike McCarthy and promoting offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer as the new head man. Dallas offense had a rough season after starting quarterback Dak Prescott went down for the year in the middle of the season. There weren't many weapons on offense to keep the team going. The Cowboys have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb, but he needs a buddy. Dallas sits with the 12th pick and could select a wide receiver with that selection, but a big-time receiver just became available in a trade. Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp released a statement on Monday that the team informed him they will seek a trade for him this offseason. After 8 years with the Rams, Kupp will find a new home, and the Cowboys could be a potential landing spot. Cowboys could be in for Kupp. Moton's quote. 2 years ago, the Dallas Cowboys acquired wide receiver Brandon Cooks from the Houston Texans ahead of his age 30 season. Cooks filled in the number 2 receiver spot behind CeeDee Lamb on the depth chart. Cooks' contract will be void in March. Even if the Cowboys are confident that Jalen Tolbert can build on his breakout third season, Kupp could be an insurance policy for a team that fielded a pass-heavy offense in 2024. Although Dallas parted ways with head coach Mike McCarthy over a contract length dispute, offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer is in the mix to replace him and may carry over some principles on that side of the ball. Regardless of the Cowboys' hire as their next head coach, Kupp could be Dak Prescott's reliable short to intermediate target to move the chains, just as Cooks was for the last 2 years. Kupp would be a fantastic addition to the Cowboys and do everything they can to improve the offense in 2025. The NFC East is only getting more complicated, with the Eagles in the Super Bowl and the Commanders having one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, Jayden Daniels. And are you a fan? What do you think of Cooper Kupp's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.